Cool.
Welcome back, viewers, to another podcast of Heads Up. Neil Davis and the GOAT going through this weekend's sporting and racing action. But before we get into that, Neil, good afternoon to you. We'll focus on last week and Ellerslie, Avondale Cup and Guineas Day. And a bit of an upset in the Cup, but a predictable finish in the Guineas.
Yeah, Dragon's Leap just too good. And gee, he's got to be hard to beat in the Derby now, doesn't he? Even against Too Illicit. Methinks the barrier draw is going to play a big part in that Derby, and also the weather. Haven't checked the long range forecast, but you presume it's going to be fine through the next week, the way it's been going. And Paul's Eve, gee, how could you pick him with a big pin? Or have no chance. Did you?
No, I can't say I backed him, but good for Jasmine Fawcett and Moira Murdoch to get that Group 2 victory. But so let's just assume they draw 5 and 6 in the Derby and it's on a good 3 track. Who are you picking, Dragon Leap or Too Illicit at this point in time?
Dragon's Leap, all the way. How about you?
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm against you.
Good colt, but always beats a good filly. Come
on. We'll see. We'll see.
Jason Waddell riding in great form. Who's going to ride Too Illicit, do you know?
Vinny's booked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So
not the same.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll have this debate again next week. I'm picking as well.
Yeah,
in the lead up.
Might change my mind by next week. We'll see. Okay.
It shapes to be a 2-horse race, and we saw a 2-horse race talked up last week that did actually deliver everything that was promised of it. Catalyst and Alligator Blood. What do you think of that?
Just fantastic, wasn't it? The didn't go hard early, and good to see James going forward rather than snaking back and running home, for a 2 or 3 length second, which he would have been if he'd snagged back. And just looking forward to the Australian Giddies. Now, I thought Catalyst was going to go past them, but just that extra bit of fitness on the Alligator Blood side and plus the inside running made the difference. What did you think?
Yeah, great race. Great for the sport. Not often the hype leading up to a race is delivered in the actual race as it was on Saturday. Looking forward to that Australian Guineas next week as well. 2 mouth-watering clashes we've got to look forward to. But before we do that, we better have a look at Otaki tomorrow, the Group 1 Wait for Age Haunui Farm Classic. I don't know what you think about this race, Neil. It's an even lot. Prise de Feu is the current favourite, priced at, where are we here? $3.50. Equal favourite with stablemate Avantage. And Rondinella, $4.60, third favourite. Thoughts on the race?
Yeah, tricky race for me. I'm not overly keen on anything. I like Prise de Feu. That was a terrific one at Taranaki. The 600 metres off the front was the fastest all day. So for him to win sort of behind midfield, go around them and win sort of easing down was top class performance. But this is a step up again, isn't it? Up to top group Wait for Age company. So it's open for an upset. What are you keen on?
I'm very bullish actually on the horse right down the bottom, an old favourite of ours, Rondinella, number 11 at $4.60. I see it's drifted a bit. Yes, we know the mile's not her best distance, but she's a class Wait for Age performer, has run placings in Group 2 miles in Australia and placed in Wait for Age at Group 1 company in Australia. Yeah. So just the way her first up run was very good. She's had time to get over that. 4 weeks between runs, gearing up towards the Bone Crusher in another couple of weeks. But I'm picking Rondinella. If you look at the ownership interest, Haunui Farms in there, they'll be wanting to recoup some of their sponsorship money. And with a strong pace, there's a few likely leaders in the race. She could come home over the top of them. That's what I'm picking anyway, Neil.
No, I'm on your boat now. I think she is a class mare. Raced well in Australia against good horses. Bit of rain forecast overnight. Has got to play more in her favour than others. So I can see her getting up for you. So no, I'll be cheering for her for you. I remember backing her to win her first, I think it was a maiden, wasn't it? Tauranga. $1.70 shot.
Oh, that race. Was that the race where we, dare I say it, we programmed that to be the last race for your punters club so you could clean up that day? Yes, I do recall that, 2nd of January 2018, just quietly. I do remember that day well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
good.
did. We're always trying to find a way to look after you, Neil.
That's good. No, I appreciate that. That's good. Now, I had a couple of doubters before the Highlanders game last week, and which was fair comment, I suppose. The Highlanders were coming off a good thrashing, but you gave good reasons why we should follow up. And with about 5 minutes to go, my money, I had two multis finishing on them. So
Did you?
I never
Oh.
gave up. So I thought, you must have never given up. But what were your thoughts with 5 minutes to go?
To be honest, I
Yeah.
was watching the game on the Tribe app until about 5 minutes to go, and then I thought, oh, I better actually put my Sky Go on. I was in bed and thought, oh, let's have a watch. Yeah, hammering away, and then bang, there's the winning try. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So nice to get some of those games that you probably don't deserve to get up, and you get the win. So we'll take that. But here we go, Neil. This week's sports selection for the third week in a row. It's involving the Highlanders. Tonight they play the Crusaders in Christchurch at 7:05. Remember that earlier time, but we are tipping against them. Point start, Crusaders minus 16.5 at $1.90. The last 5 visits the Highlanders have made to Christchurch while Scott Robertson has been coaching the Crusaders, their losses have been by 3, 17, 23, 24, and 26 points. So the Crusaders only have to win by 17 tonight to cover that point start, and I think they might just do that. So Crusaders minus 16.5 at $1.90. The Goats sports bet of the week. Remember, 7:05 kickoff tonight, Friday.
No, okay. We'll take that. Might chuck it into a couple of multis. Subscribers can see the quality bets for tomorrow. Maybe chuck that into one of those for a nice multi. Right. Last week's question we had, or the question was, who was the last one to do the Derby and Avondale Guineas?
Oh, that's right. Yep, I knew the answer. I couldn't remember the question. Of course, Ginger Nuts was the horse that won both those races 3 years ago, I think now. And I could be wrong, but I get a little whisper, perhaps, as suggesting Ginger Nuts might be leading out the Vodafone New Zealand Derby field next Saturday. So making a reappearance on course after that ill-fated trip to Australia where his injury ended his career. But I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ginger Nuts played some part in Derby Day next Saturday at Ellerslie. He was the answer. How many did we have?
7
subscribers. 7 subscribers. Got that right. I'll go with number 2.
Number 2, Steve L.
He's won before.
I don't know, has he? I can't remember.
Has he?
No, he's a long time subscriber. So, okay, Steve, I'm due for a good multi, so I've got a couple sorted out for tomorrow, both in Australia at this stage, and I've got another quality bet, matter, but might do those 2 Aussie ones for you. It'd be about $150 for your 20. Anyway, this week's question.
Yep.
For next week
the Otaki Weight for Ages, the feature race this weekend. Only one horse has won 2 Otaki Weight for Age classics this century. We want to know the name of the horse. There's some pretty impressive winners like Mufasa, Cowie, Volkstock and Barrel, Melody Bell, obviously last year. But I'll give the listeners a clue. None of those horses won 2, but one other horse has won 2, and it was back-to-back, actually. Otaki Classics this century. If you know the name of that horse, text or email your answer to Neil on
027 6402 or formpro.co.nz. I remember that he paid good money too, didn't he? The first time he won that horse.
I think both. Definitely the first time was double figures. He was the outside of the field. Second time, I think he was in the market, but not favourite from memory. So that might give some listeners a bit of a clue. What about, you've got a bouquet this week, Neil? We're focusing on the positive. No brickbats this week, just a bouquet.
Just a bouquet there. On the Love Racing site, they're now showing the last 400-metre video instead of the whole race. So if you just want to see the run at the straight, you can just jump on and see that, which is a good addition. It does take a time to get through to the last 400 metres. So nice addition. All we want now is the interview with the rider or the trainer after the race, so we'll see that information as well. Really good information there, but steps in the right direction, so looking good. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to one of a very long time subscriber since 2006, I reckon. Don Lake, owner of Otavio, I gave him a bit of a hard time last Sunday, and the bald-haired assassin. And he loves his golf, loves his tennis, and he loves his racing, I think, even more. He's had a few horses, and he's stuck by Otavio, and got up yesterday in a good finish. And so well done, Don. Just need to get your golf going and tennis going in the same winning vein, so and you'll be happy. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No, bit of a quieter week this week
It is, yeah.
for content, but I'm sure we'll be back with a Derby preview next week, and yeah, it should be a good day of racing up there at Ellerslie next Saturday. Looking forward to getting on course at Otaki. A couple of friends have got horses running, so hopefully we can pick up a couple of wins through those. Perhaps maybe race 8, number 1, for a sneaky little tip, and we'll see how we go there. So if you're on track at Otaki, come and say hello, and look forward to catching up with some subscribers then, if not then, at Ellerslie the following Saturday.
Yeah, and if that comes in, you might be able to go to the casino early in the day.
Yeah, that'd be nice. There you go. There's the other cryptic of the day. So we'll see how we go. But yep, looking forward to it. I hope the weather doesn't ruin the day too much. I think we might get away with it.
Yeah, so. A few odd showers, but it's nothing. So have a good day and make plenty of money, people, and we'll be back next week. Actually, just be aware that I might put up an early tip if the weather forecast is crap flat on the week. If we get a wet track, it can often throw up a really good value bet. So just keep an eye out on the website. Tuesday night, and if anything, I'll put it up there. So, right, have a good weekend of punting, everybody.